Before this video gets started, I would like to remind everybody that these videos are my own thoughts and feelings about what I hope Borderlands 3 will be, and they are based off of some, theories other people have created. This is just my thoughts, and if you share them, hey, that's great. Leave a comment saying how I can get these videos better, or, whatever. In this video, we'll be talking about the environment and the planet that I hope Borderlands 3 will take place on. Many of you that are fans of the Borderlands series and have been trying to keep up on, what hopefully Borderlands 3 will be, and if you watch my past couple of videos, you know that we will most likely not have Borderlands 3 on Pandora. We will be on some other planet. Now, most likely this will be Prometheus, which sounds alright with me, because what the Borderlands lore tells us is that Prometheus is basically the worst version of Pandora, more dangerous, more deadly. Basically, people wish you'd be on Pandora if the alternative is Prometheus, which, considering how crazy and awesome Pandora is, that sounds amazing. Now, since this new game will most likely take place on another planet, I hope that we get new environments with that. Now, while I love, the barren wastelands of Borderlands 1 and 2, I want something else. I mean, yes, keep the desert, keep the frostlands from Borderlands 2, but maybe have some more, foresty areas, big cities, even destroyed big cities. It's just getting kind of repetitive with all the, spans of desert or frost or whatever, just spans of something. And every once in a while you get a small town or a small little place like this. It's just getting very repetitive, so I want to see, maybe bigger cities, maybe some forests, maybe, I don't know, any other kind of environment. There's tons out there. Now, with these new environments, we should also get some new, more memorable locations, like, Opportunity was a big one from Borderlands 2 that I remember and I love going back to. Sanctuary, it's a great little hub area. I think it's awesome. The fridge, I mean, yeah, it was all, frozen and stuff pretty consistently, but it was still a neat little location to explore, I thought. We need more places like that, more places that I like going back to, that I remember the name of, that I'm like, hey, I remember going there. I remember, most of the layout of it, because, not because I've been there so many times, but because when I'm there, I enjoy it and I remember it. And a lot of that is where, the more diverse environments come into, because the more diverse environments, the more diverse locations you can have, and obviously the more diversity, the more memorable places are. But that's what we need in Borderlands 3, more memorable experiences and places to go to. That's what we need, and that's what I really, really want from Borderlands 3. Somewhere I can go back to and say, hey, that spot was awesome, let's go do another mission there. It was so much fun the first time. Another big part of what's going to make Borderlands 3 amazing is if they can nail the different creatures to have. Now, while I love, skags and bullymongs, they were great for Borderlands 2, we need something new, something different. I thought the Kragons were probably one of the best parts about the pre-sequel, just because of what a unique creature they were. Sure, it didn't make sense. I mean, there's no reality or fact to it, but they were just a fun enemy that, it was surprising the first time you encountered them, and it was just a neat little mechanic. And I think if we have more creatures like that in Borderlands 3, it'll make it that much more of a memorable game, and that much funner just to go wandering around in the desert. If, let's say we wander around the desert and there's just a creature, just like that, something amazing, something unique about it. Something else would be pretty cool is if they brought back a kind of creature like the Rack Hive from Borderlands 1 and I guess technically Tales from the Borderlands. I played Borderlands 2 before I played 1, and when I first experienced the Rack Hive, I'm like, whoa, this is such a cool enemy type. I mean, it was just so cool to face off against it. It was just such a neat thing that, holy shit, these things are like growing and living inside this other thing. If we can have something like that, just those moments that are like, whoa, that is cool. And you can have that in any aspect of a game, even in the different monsters and creatures you experience across the Borderlands. If they have more creatures like that in Borderlands 3, it will make it that much more of a game. That is just so much fun for replayability, to go back and kill these things over and over and over again. Another thing that the creatures had in Borderlands 2 that just blew me away the first couple times I saw it was when a bullymong would like break off a random spike out of the ice and throw it at you. It was like, whoa, did it just destroy the environment? That's something that is really cool in games, in any game it's in. Just environment interactivity. Not only that you can, but the AI of the other characters will do it, your enemies. When they use the environment against you, not just for cover or something like that, but when they like break off a chunk of it and throw it at you, that is really cool. And that is something that, you know, the big bad monsters in Borderlands can do and should do more of. Not just bullymongs, but, you know, more than that. Also, when the one mission where you have to feed Dukino, I don't know if you guys remember that one, in Lynchwood, we have to take care of that little skag pup and then eventually go kill his mom. When the mom would just break those rocks, it was just one of those moments where it's like, oh shit, this thing's big and it's mad. Those are the kind of creatures I want in Borderlands 3. Some memorable ones, some that interact with the environment, some with interesting abilities that I wouldn't expect from like a dog or whatever they're trying to base it off of. That kind of stuff is really cool to me, and that would make Borderlands 3 such a better game. That about does it for this video, guys. Be sure to check out my other videos. Make sure to leave a comment, tell me how to get better. Obviously, just starting off making these videos and they're not very good yet, so you know, any comment helping me, a little advice here and there, be greatly appreciated. Be sure to wait for part 4 coming out, which will be about the guns, all different manufacturers, tons of fun stuff like that. Looking forward to it. Also be sure to check out my other channel, YC Games, where I have a lot more videos over there of me just having fun with my friends playing video games. So yeah, thanks a lot, see you next time.